I got to imagine that there's a lot of people out there like me that are getting messages from some of their friends, from their loved ones that are like, you voted for this. Like, what is going on in the world? You voted for this. I just want to give them a little bit of perspective because, first off, the options that we had were not great, right? You did not, the left side did not give us an option that made any sense. If you're going to sit here and go, you voted for this, what did you want us to do? I don't like Trump. I'm not a Trump fan. I didn't vote for Trump because I want Trump to be a dictator. I voted for RFK and Tulsi and, in all honesty, common sense. I voted for the opportunity to change the last 60, 70, 80 years of corruption and mismanagement and inefficiency. I've got kids. I've got young kids. What do you want me to do? Just keep fucking riding this train right off the cliff? Like, you voted for this. Yeah, we all did. A lot of us did. More than half of the country voted for this because the direction that we were going, where we were heading, was a dystopian future that I don't want to raise my kids in. Sorry. So yeah, I voted for this. And here's another thing, is just perspective shift. Instead of constantly being angry and mad, probably, I don't know, turn off the TV might help. I just want you to think about it this way. I want you to look at yourself. I just take a real look at yourself, not just your face, but your whole being, the reality that you live in. Because when I look at the United States, I'm not happy about it. You ever wake up one day, you step on the scale and you realize you're 50 pounds overweight, or you look at your bank account and you're like, how did it get this bad? And that's where we are as a country. America isn't dying. It's morbidly obese. It's drowning in debt. It's hooked on distractions and addicted to easy fixes. And now we're at a breaking point. So here's the question that I just wanted to ask all these people that are saying, you voted for this. Yeah, because I'm an upstanding male that understands pain comes with growth, that you have to do some hard shit every once in a while in order to get to the level that you want. And every time I get asked that question, the main thing I'm thinking is these people are so wanting for comfort that they are avoiding pain at all costs to the massive detriment of themselves, the kids, the next generation. If you're not ready for the pain that comes with getting better, you are doomed to fail, because that is truly the only way forward in this. And so what I want to show you is what no politician wants you to see. It's the truth about how we got here. It's the truth about who's to blame and what comes next. Once upon a time, America, it was lean, it was strong, it was focused. We built things, we innovated, we sacrificed, we thrived because of it. And then something changed. We stopped believing in discipline and started craving comfort. We let politicians, corporations, the media sell us a fantasy world where you don't need discipline, you just take a pill. You don't need to work harder, you just print more money. You don't need to think for yourself, just watch the news. And slowly over these generations and generations, we stopped asking, what are the long-term consequences? Who is actually benefiting? What happens when this bill comes due? We've become a country of children, demanding comfort while our leaders just keep feeding us literally sugar-coated prison. And now we're here, a bloated, sluggish nation in full-blown decline. You already know this. Look around. You know that we are in decline. You feel every time you're filling your gas tank, or you look at your paycheck, or you watch another foreign country get billions while Americans can't buy groceries. And so we're at this crossroads. Why do we keep lying to ourselves? Or do we just take the painful but necessary steps to get back into that strength position? So I hope this hits you a little bit hard. The real solution that nobody wants to hear is pain. It's the price of getting stronger. It's why successful people embrace discomfort, because it's the only way to grow. And in America, we've been avoiding pain for decades. Instead of actually fixing these problems, we took shortcuts. We shipped jobs overseas. We injected the economy with fake money. We replaced personal responsibility with depending on the government. And we've built a culture where feelings matter more than facts. And now we are paying the price. Inflation is out of control. The national debt is a ticking time bomb. Our kids are weaker. They're more depressed. They're more lost than ever. And you just have to be crystal clear. This isn't about politics. It's about how you think. It's about a nation that wants six-pack abs but refuses to go to the gym, that wants success but doesn't want to do hard work, that wants security but literally can't handle the truth. And the truth is this: There's no easy fix. There's no politician. There's no policy. There's no handout that will save us. The only way through this is the struggle. And so did I vote for this? Yes. I voted to take short-term pain, to struggle for a little bit so that my kids' future will be better. And this is why so many people, even the ones that hate Trump, supported him. It's not because he's a saint. He's not. It's because he is a painful gym session that you've been avoiding. He is an asshole personal trainer telling you that you can't eat that crap and you can't keep ignoring the problem and you won't like it, but you have to do it anyway. That's where we're at. You don't have to like it, but you do have to face it. The real questions is like, do you have the guts? Do you have the intestinal fortitude to actually face that? This is that moment. It's that moment of truth. You've seen the evidence. You've felt the consequences. You know deep down that America is not going to survive if it keeps going like this. And so what is next? We finally face it ourselves. We look in the mirror because if you're being honest, that's what's necessary. If you keep demanding easy solutions or you keep voting for politicians who are going to promise you handouts, if you keep ignoring the hard work because the suffering, even for a short time, is terrifying you, that is a nation that's collapsing. And you, just whoever's listening to this, you don't have to ask people, you voted for this. You can choose discipline over delusion. You could choose hard truths over comforting lies. You could choose to fight for a future where your kids aren't left bankrupt in a broken country. But if we go down this path, it's not easy. It means short-term pain. It means sacrifice, discipline, and grit. That is the cost of reclaiming our strength. So if you're thinking, why should I have to suffer for someone else's mistake, right? The boomers did this. I get that. But let me ask you this, what kind of ancestor do you want to be seen as? Because history is watching. 100 years from now, people are going to look back at this time and say one of two things. It was either the generation that just let America rot, or this is the generation that saved it. I'm ready to, put in the work. I'm not covering up the mirror. I'm not ignoring a fat slob in front of me. I'm going to the gym and I'm working out and I'm doing what's necessary. And if you're not, and if you're texting your friends and saying oh, you voted for a guy that just costs a bunch of jobs or canceled this program, you're the fat slob that's ignoring what's going on. That's how I feel. So maybe think about that perspective. Maybe open up yourself to the idea that we have to go through a little bit of pain.